Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the last module 5, modern materials and smart materials of the buildings. So as of now, what we are discussing here from the module 1 to 4, basic fundamentals of the materials, that's the traditional materials, brick, stone, is about timber, then how they're doing for stone masonry, brick masonry, like that. The traditional discussion only happened for module 1 to module 4. Now we are going to discuss about elaborately for the most modern and SB as well as for the smart materials here. So module 5 exclusively we describe the modern material what we are used in the construction field, like example steel, aluminum, glass, bitumen, geosynthetics. Okay, all those are no modern materials. Apart from that, having a more materials are there. As a constraint of the time, we are going to discuss about these materials only. So each and every materials, the properties and where we are going to use in our civil engineering construction, there is an application also we are going to discuss in the elaborately in the module 5. Then apart from that, the advanced modern materials is a GFRP plus RP, where we can able to use what is the different properties of the GFRP and where we can able to use the application of the GFRP. Then followed by the bamboo reinforcement concrete and foam concrete. That is only for density is varying from the normal concrete. Then smart materials. Okay, when you're using the smart materials, the work in the times will be reduced, and quality and durability also will be increased. So a smart intelligent materials for the intelligent building where we can be able to accommodate those type of the materials in our civil engineering purposes. So these are the topics we are going to discuss about in the module 5. Yes, what student going to learn this module? The student need to understand the modern construction materials and related to their properties. So if we take example, steel is a modern materials and aluminium, glass, bitumen, as well as the geosynthetics. So these are the materials, modern materials. So we students should know about their properties, physical properties, chemical properties, and mechanical properties. Students need to understand, then only we can able to proceed, we can able to select the materials where we can able to use appropriate location in the civil engineering constructions. Then student need to learn the practical application. So mention above the materials, with these are the material where we can able to use, that student need to understand it properly. Suppose if we take this steel, where we can able to use this steel, whether it's a building, bridges or industrial structures, or normal reinforcement concrete structures, we can able to use for the steel. Then that and all we shouldn't need to understand. The aluminium where we can able to use with the curtain walls or the window frames. Okay, like that. Each and every modern materials, the practical application we should know about. So student need to study the advanced materials like GFRP, bamboo, reinforced concrete, and foam concrete. These are the advanced materials. Student need to know what is the properties, what is the basic definition, what is the difference between the other materials, what is the application of those type of the materials. Then student need to understand the smart and intelligent materials in the buildings. Okay, so if you are going to, that means everything for the sensor. So sensor we are going to incorporate into our buildings. Okay, like example, self concrete, smart glasses, shape memory alloys, phase changes materials, and IoT sensors. So these are the smart materials that we are going to incorporate in our buildings. That's why we are calling as a intelligent buildings. So what is the key benefit when you're going to incorporate in the intelligence of materials? So if we can able to monitor the real-time monitoring, the energy efficiency, improve the safety when compared to the other building. So adaptive work performance and predictive maintenance. When the maintenance will be required reality, that we can able to analysis using for intelligent building sensors. So finally, the students are going to learn as we explore the practical, the application through the case studies in model and smart materials. Okay, so we having different type of the smart material used for the buildings. So what are the buildings that we are going to take for few example? Then we are going to discuss. So high-rise building with the steel and glasses, aluminum facade systems, bridge strengthening with GR40. These are the materials there. So incorporate that, we can going to discuss in properly. So this is a main five objective of this module 5. So, what is a modern materials? We should know first what is the definition between the traditional material, modern materials. Okay, the modern construction materials are advanced materials used to the present in the civil engineering to improve the strength, durability, economic, sustainability, and performance of the structure. So what we did when you started to construction in earlier, the building material, what we have discussed as of now also for a stone and a brick, timber, cement, lime, okay, the concrete block. So these are the material only for only we are used for the construction purpose. Either it's a residential building or an apartment or commercial building or industry building. For any of the structure only we are used for the traditional materials. Now the time is changed, more evaluation changed. People are started to research and more recovered materials also came. Okay, so advanced materials the present in the civil engineering. So whatever happened, the strength anyway, whatever may be the material, main ultimate aim of the material that is should be improve the strength. There's no doubt about that. Then durability need to increases. That cost wise we should look at into the economy when compared to the modern material. It will be very sustainable, and also we should not compensating the performance of the structure, whatever may be material incorporated into the structure in the modern materials. Okay, so we need to look it into the, so we having a chances of implement the new innovative materials to going to incorporate into our structural building. So we are not compromising the strength, performance, and economic and sustainability of the structure. So how when you are going to use this type of the advanced modern materials, what is going to happen to the fast construction? It will happen. The weight, overall weight of the structure, it will be reduced. That means dead weight will be reduced. So automatically we can able to feel the lightweight to the structure, the energy efficiency, model architectural applications. So it be very useful applications. So now we are going to discuss the few things modern materials incorporate in the structure. We'll see the performance where we are going to do the application also. The first material is the steel. We know steel is the alloy of iron and carbon, widely used in the modern construction because of the high strength and having a ductility and having a durability also. So these things, no, we cannot able to expert in the earlier constructions materials also. Then you started to using, we need to know having high strength, it will be a ductile and very durability. When you're using the steel also having a different properties will be there. That is, the high tensile strength will be there, so it can be resisting high loads without the failure and compared to the other materials. So steel is be a ductile and also it behave elastics, so it can be bent and shaped without any breaking. Everything will be within the elastic limit only. After elastic limit, you cannot expect the elastic material that is going to become as a plastic materials. Steel is a durable material, so long service, so life with good performance. So we need to maintain the properly. So one we need to take care of the corrosion will affect for the steel. That only for major disadvantage of the steel. Okay, so it should be durable, easy to fabricate. So yes, of course, I need for rectangular or a circular or a square or polygon, whatever may be, we can able to make as per customer requirement. It can be cut and be welded and shaped easily when compared to the other materials. So it can be recycled, so can be reused and recycled for the steel. So steel is having good fire resistance when it be protected properly. So maintain the strength and high temperature when adaptability should be protected. So where civil engineering application, we can able to use this type of these steels to structural frames. Okay, so use the buildings and industrial structures. So industrial structure, the construction of the concrete structure is a more typical and it will be more complicated, taking the load and the construction also. When you started to using the steel structure, what will happen? So it will very fast we can able to construct, we can make very easy and comfortable of the spaces required, and everything will be very easy using the steel frames in the multi-story buildings. So reinforcement in RCC, yes, when you incorporated into the concrete, they are going to insert into the steel reinforcement. Okay, so automatically it will provide the strength to the concrete structure. If you take the any beam or slab or column and footing, everything we are incorporated in the steel. So what is the purpose of steel? Is provide the strength of the concrete structures. Then bridges used for road, rail, and pedestrian bridges also we can able to use for steel. Then industrial buildings using the columns, beams, and a roof structure we can incorporate it into the steel. Roofing is truss provide the support to the roofs, and the shed we can use for the steel. Now we are seeing the different type of the tower also for transmitting the one place to the other basin for electrical power generation. Such used for that we have a huge structure. We need to resist the lateral forces also. So used for communication and power towers also steel we can able to use of the materials. So apart from the civil engineering point of view, we are having general application also. So for a railway track, so railway track made by the steel provide strength and durability. When you start to traveling, we can able to look at into the track. The track is made up of the steel. Then all the machinery and equipment parts, so all the mechanical engineering and what about the other machineries, okay, that we can use for machine tools and equipment we are using for the steel alone. To various pipe to carrying the water or carrying the oil or okay gases, no, that will be steel only we are passing to the one place to the other places, and making the ship and the building used for ships and barrage and marine structure also we are using for the steels. When you're using the steel, what is the advantages? The high strength means weight ratio. When increasing the weight, automatically strength also will be increases. Further, the fast construction and the larger clear spans. In a concrete structure, the span we having it minimal need to do. But in case of steel, we can able to increasing the large spans. So that also we can able to use for faster construction. So when compared to the other building material, it will be cost effective and reduce the maintenance. Except corrosion, we can able to trust of the steel members. So sustainable and eco-friendly when they recycled. So suitable for modern architectural designs also. So steel should be protected from the corrosion and fire to ensure the long-term performance and safety. So learner, now you can understand the steel and where we can able to use and advantages and disadvantages and various application and properties of steel you can understand. Okay, when you're selecting the materials where we are going to incorporate into our building structure, as a student, we need to understand the properties and applications. Then only we can able to select the materials to incorporate into our structure. Okay. So second material it will be aluminium. So aluminium we going to take the lift of the structure. The weight is very easy. It's a very light and very corrosion resistant metal used in the modern buildings. So what is the properties of the aluminium? Why we can say the lightweight of the lightweight materials? So aluminium is a very low density when compared to the steel, so making and easy handle too, and also installation is a very easy. So it will be a corrosion resistant. So when the manufacturing itself forming protective oxide layer, so that prevents the rust and corrosion of the structure. So it be attractive appearance, okay, as a smooth and a shining finish and having a modern look we can able to use for this aluminium. So we can able to easily fabricate it, whatever may be customer requirement, we can able to make it different shape our convenient. So it can be easily cut, bend, we can make it different shape and join into the required forms. So aluminum is a more durable, strong as the strong lasting with a good resistance to the wear as well as the wear. So aluminum is the recycled. So 100% of recycled without the lasting is property, making it's eco-friendly. So we can able to use all the aluminum we can able to recycle. So some of things, no, we having different type of the aluminum grades are there used for different building. So we having different series we allocated 1 series 2 3 5 like that. No? So all example we given the pure aluminum we are not mixing anything. So that is for using the high corrosion resistant. So we can guarantee given that corrosion it won't be happen in the future of the using the pure aluminiums. So when say, second series, it be aluminum and also be adding the magnesium. So it's a good formality. So aluminum, magnesium we take for a high strength and also we can use for the marine uses. Then the extrusion of the structure and very high strength, we having zinc we can able to use. So we having a different type of the series will be there using different grade of the aluminum steel based on application you can able to select. So while talking about the application of the aluminum we can able to use the doors and the windows because of its lightweight, corrosion resistant and low maintenance. In the curtain walls, so used in the high rise building for the attractive appearance, the frame, everything we can make for the aluminum. Nowadays, people are using for roofing sheets, galvanized roofing sheets, profile roofing sheets. That is also made by aluminum. So it will be a lightweight, no, it's a durable and weathering resistance. So gliding panels to provide the modern look and to protect the building exterior purposes, no, the face of the wall. We can use for gliding panels also in the aluminiums. So false ceiling, so to make the duct, AC duct and other those things we are going to make as a false ceilings. Of the aluminum also we have started to using lightweight, smooth finish and easy to install. Then structural glazing systems using the modern buildings for a strong and aesthetic package. We are can using the aluminium. So railing and the blasted is the corrosion resistance. So and provide the modern look, staircases and handrails and everything you can use for aluminium. Slower and the sunshades. So control the sunlight and ventilation adds the architectural values. Okay, we are making as a frame and between the frame having we can able to hold it with that we can able to make as a glasses and other things also materials. So what we need to understand, aluminum is a modern as a specialized and sustainable material and it will enhance the strength as well as the appearance and efficiency of the buildings. And next, the modern materials be glass. It's a glass is all are familiar with these materials. So glass is be transparent on face to be other ends, and the vitalized materials all can able to using this from the materials. So used for the day lighting and aesthetic and a modern package system. We are using the glass. What is the properties? So we are discussing. It's a bit transparent. So allow the natural light to pass us through and provide the clear visibility of the visibility we can use for the glasses. It is very smooth as well as very attractive to provide a clean and elegant appearance and sustainable for model design. And also it be glass will be weather resistant to it be resist of the rain, sun and wind without deteriorating. Next is a brittle. Yes. Disadvantages we can say when it's a brittle material, it's very it's easily break. So it's a hard and strong in the compression, but it can break under the impact or tension forces will be can easily break because it's a brittle material. So it can be molded into the shapes. Yes, of course, it produce the flat or curved and custom shapes you can able to produce. So it's a good thermal and sound insulation is a special type of the glasses when compared to the other materials. Okay, insulation glasses types provide thermal insulation and reduce the noises. So these are the small properties of the glass. So when you're using the glass, we need to take into consideration where we need to use and what is the purpose of the material going to use for structure incorporated in the glass. When you see the application, yes, of course, windows. If you see the aluminum, we are looking only for a frame structure, it's elegant and strength. In between that, lot of material also we can incorporate. So first material is the glass. So glass we can able to use windows, skylights and curtain walls and a partition, doors inside the walls and exterior doors and facades and decorative interior, lot of the apartment, lot of the hotels, we can see the more decorative purpose we are used to for the steel only. So glass busters and railings, okay, all you can usually use. So we'll get for more stylish and elegance and visual appeal also using for the glass materials. So we have a different type of the glasses also is there. So that is called tempered glasses. It will be a strong and safe and the shutters a small blend of the pieces. So laminating the one by one with the a layer made of the bonded glass layer. It does not be shattered be easily. In the insulated glasses, two or more pans with air spaces and thermal insulation we can use for the insulated glasses. So low E glasses reflect the heat and we improve the energy efficiency of the building also. So tinted glasses reduce the glare and the heat while maintaining the visibility. Then frosted glasses provide the privacy with allowing the diffused light noise also we can able to resist. So based on our requirement and application, we can able to select the different type of the glasses in our construction. So when we see what is the benefit when compared to the other material, we are going to incorporate in the glass in our building, enhance the daylight and the natural lighting also. Modern and attractive appearance and improve the energy efficiency. It's a special types in the glasses and utilized and adaptable to many users, increasing the comfort and building values of the glasses. So next, it's a traditional material. We can say it's a bitumen, one of the modern building materials. So bitumen, we know, is a black curve, then viscous material. So obtained from the petroleum and used mainly for the waterproofing and road construction material. We are using the bitumens. So properties when you look into the bitumen, first one is waterproof. So in this bitumen, not allow the water to passes and protect the structure from the moisture. It'll be adhesive, they're having like a paste material. If it sticks well for it to the construction materials like a stone, a concrete, or brick, or the metal can able to stick easily. It's a durable, long lasting. It can be withstand various environmental conditions. It be more flexible, can be expand and contract without cracking or breaking. Also, this is a special properties of the bitumen. So it be thermoplastic is soften and heating. Yes, of course, when you have started to melt, it be softening. And be hardened and be cooling. So can be reheated and reused simultaneously. Like ice cube, no, freezing and thawing freeze, same like that here also be. Thermoplastic is one of the prime properties of the bitumen. Where you are using it for the bitumen applications be yes, of course, road construction. While making of the road binder as plus mixing for road in a highway or sideway or in village road areas, all the type of the road construction as of now we are using for the bitumen one of the materials. Next is for a dam proofing courses. Now we can able to use in the bitumen of the one of the materials. So what we are going to do, wherever dampness is coming, we want to protect. For that, we are going to apply on the surface to prevent the moisture from the entering to the buildings. So waterproofing mainly because of the roof, okay, and floor. We need to moisture need to control. We need to make a waterproofing of the floors, roofs. So on the basement and then terraces making waterproof layers we can use for the bitumens. So roofing felt like a sheet. So using the bitumen we are making the for sheet. That sheet we can able to for roofing. So use a roofing sheet and felts for the waterproofing and weather protection bitumens. So expansion joint. So what will happen during this summer and winter? The giant started to expansion and contraction. This is a prime reason that we are using the properly. So using the seal expansion giant in a bridges and rows and structure for our vitamins materials. So protective coating. So apply a protective coating on a metal and concrete surfaces. So foundation protection to protect the foundation from the moisture or rainwater. So for underground structure from the water or chemical attack, now we are using for the vitamins. So various industrial application for insulation, sealing, or various industrial waterproofing works that and all we can able to use for this vitamin, one of the materials. Here also we get different types will be there. One is a cutback vitamin, which is very liquid form, diluted with the solvents of the material used for road work and primary work. We can use for the cutback vitamin. So emulsion vitamin, so it's a very high performance. A bitumen is a water emulsion used for the surface testing and for old application. We can use this type of the bitumen. Oxidized bitumen blown with the air to increasing the softening point and viscosity used for roofing and waterproofing materials. So polymer modified bitumen mixed with the polymers to improve the performance, required performance. What are the performance required based on that? You can able to improve. So you can use for high performance of road and roofing. We can use for polymer modified bitumens. So penetration graded bitumen, the graded by the hardness will be penetrating value used to general and road construction. When you're using bitumen, what is the benefit when compared to the other materials? So excellent waterproofing and moisture resistance. The strong bonding and adhesive with the many materials like a stone and brick and concrete, all those things. So it's a long life of the and also maintenance is very low, flexible, and can withstand the temperature variation. It's a more cost effective and widely used. So vitamins has been used for the thousand of years, more than thousand year of years. If we're getting from the natural vitamin, there was even used in the ancient building and roads also. So geosynthetics, nowadays people have started to use this type of the material for various civil engineering applications. Okay, synthetics are the geosynthetic polymer material used with the soil to improve the engineering behavior. We can say strengthening of the soil conditions. So if you have different type of the geosynthetic materials are available, and textiles, so it is permeable fabric used for the filtration purpose and separation purposes and drainage and protection. Geosets you can able to use. Geogrids, grit like a material used to the reinforcing the soil and improve the stability of the soil. We can use for geogrids. And geomembranes is like a sheet. Okay, it's a impermeable barriers. Water and moisture gases are liquid not able to penetrate into the ground surfaces, prevent from the leakages. You can use it for geomembranes. Geo nets, so it will be three-dimensional. It's having a different geogrid and geo net cells. It will be three-dimensional net structure used for drainage, underwater flow. You can use for the geonets. And geocomposite, the combination of the two or more geosynthetic products. We can combination of geotextile and geogrid, and geogrid for geomembranes or geotextile is the geonuts. That is, we can able to do for different geocomposite where we need then practical application also will be changes. What is the function when you're using the geosynthetics? Okay, first one would be a separation. Prevent the mixing of the dissimilar of the soil layers. So if you see the below the ground surface, we have a different type of the soil will be there. So we can make we cannot able to mix those type of the layer. So we can we can use for this geosynthetics. So this geosynthetic will be acting as the reinforcement. So it be like an reinforcement, improve the strength and stability of the soil to providing the tensile resistance. So here you can able to use this geotextile, it will be filtration going to happen. So it's allow the water to pass while retaining soil particles and preventing from the erosion. So it be controlling the erosions. So for a drainage, it is to provide the pathways for the water to flow within a soil and along with a structure. So the containment, you can able to hold the water. You can use it for a barrier of the water storage, such as to act as an impermeable barrier to contain liquid or the gases and prevent for the leakages also. So protection, overall protection to protect the geomembranes and other materials for the damage during the construction and basis. So where we can able to use as a geosynthetic materials, road subgrade, okay, below subgrade, before going to wearing the top layer, we can use for road subgrade methods. So it will separate this upgrade, form the aggregate and improve the bearing capacity of the style. So then we can use the retaining walls. So reinforced, acting as a reinforced soil. So behind the walls and provide the stability of the structures. Then landfills. So geomembranes we can use for landfills from the containment and groundwater. We can use for landfills of the geomembranes. Canal lining. So geomembranes reduce the seepage and water losses in the canal. We can able to use for geomembranes methods. So erosion control is a mountain area when the rainy season, more landslide and erosion will happen. Where there we can be able to use the geotextiles and mats protect the soil from the erosion by water as well as the for wind. So for a drainage system, a geonet we can able to for geonets and geotextiles to provide effective drainage and to prevent for the cloggings. A railway track, so geocentric provide the track and stability and reduce the for the maintenance. So, what is the benefit when you are using for geosynthetics? So, improve the soil performance and also stability of the structure. It will be more cost effective as well as the durable. So, easy to transparent and handle and be installed. So, it will be resistant to the chemicals and biological and chemical degradation and enhance the service life of the structure. For environmental friendly and sustainable, we can use for the geosynthetic as a materials. What are the polymers we can use for the geosynthetic material and making manufacturing of the geosynthetics? Polypropylene as a polyethylene and polyester, polyvinyl and chloride, high density and propylene. These are the material polymers we can use while manufacturing of the geosynthetics. So geosynthetic is the essential model materials as of now in the civil engineering field. They work with a soil to provide the multiple function and use it in the infrastructure project and a project to ensure the safety, durability, and the efficiency of the buildings. Okay. So when using the GFRP, next modern materials, advanced, we can say the modern materials using the GFRP. So plastic is a composite materials made of the glass fibers and embedded in the polymer resins. We can make for polymer GFRP. What is the properties of the GFRP? It be a very lightweight when compared to the other modern materials, much lighter than the steel and be a traditional modern materials. So it will be a high strength with be a low weight. In that FRP, it will be a resistant to the rust, chemicals, and the harsh environmental. So electrically, it's been non-conductives. Do not connect the any electricity, safe electrical and application also. It's a very durable, has a long service life and will be a low maintenance. So these are the common properties of the GFRP. What is the function when you're using the GFRP? It be very, very important for structural support. It will provide a high strength resistance and also support the all the type of the loads. The corrosion protection to protect the structure from the rust as well as the chemical attack. It be electrical insulation and prevent the electrical conductance and increasing the safety. Long-term durability, resist the environmental degradation and ensure the long service of the life. So using the GFRP is a minimum maintenance and repair. So where we are using the GFRP normally is a roofing sheet. When you're using the roofing sheet, it be very lightweight. It's a durable, the corrosion resistance of the roofing system. Then doors and panels, partition panels of the building. We can use it for GFRP as a coating of the reinforcement in concrete structure to resist the corrosion. Also be using for the reinforcement of the bars in the construction structures. Other than that, we can use for pipe or tanks or chimney or silos of the large structure. We are using for the GFRP and bridge deck also the slab. So use the bridge deck for the lightweight. It's durable and corrosion resistant. Nowadays we are using for GFRP materials. So faggot elements use the cladding or faggot and appearance of the panel in modern building and GFRP materials we can use for a drainage purposes. For we having more pH value with the sewage water. So normally if you're using the concrete as well as steel, it will be eroded very easily. So when you started to using the GFRP, the erosion will be in. So we can able to use the drainage sewage system in the GFRP. The tanks and vessels are chemical liquids. Wherever you want to store the storing materials, you can use for the GFRP. So stair thread and ladders, a railway track. Okay, all the connection point in those staircases you can use for the GFRP nowadays. Then what is the key advantages of the GFRP? It's lightweight. Yes, of course, then we can able to use easily to handle. High strength and with the excellent durability. So resistant to the corrosion and chemicals. So non-conductivity and safe for the electrical uses. Low maintenance and low service of the life. cost effective in the long runs. Yes, is the advantages. Some of the limitation also will be there when you're using the GFRP. It will lower strength in the high temperature because it will going to be wet. So automatically strength will be reduced. It will be a brittle and it will be very impact loads. So to manufacture, to construction is required for the skilled laborers for handling and the installation of the surfaces. It will be very sensitive to the UV radiation unless it's not protected properly. So not suitable, very high comprehensive load and compared to the steel. So these are the few limitations using the GFRP. So in GFRP, what is a composite will be there only for the glass fibers to provide the strength and the polymer resin, the bind fibers and together then made up of the GFRP. So finally, GFRP is the lightweight and strong and corrosion resistant composite material in various construction application purposes we are started to using. It offers the durability, it is safety and cost effectiveness, making an excellent alternative to traditional materials like a steel. So nowadays, all people are started to using GFRP when we are emitting for the traditional materials. So now it be eco-friendly, sustainable materials that is called for bamboo on the material we are going to use for construction purposes. So bamboo reinforced concrete is reinforced with bamboo instead of the steel in the low cost construction, especially for village area. We can't able to offer the more money for construction purposes, so we can able to use for instead of the steel for bamboo as a reinforcement. So it's a lightweight. May construction will be very easier and also we can able to fast. Bamboo having like a steel having a tensile strength compared to the mild steel. Bamboo grows quickly and can be harvested repeatedly. So we need to use different type of the bamboo. With that same bamboo, if you cut again, will be started to work. So bamboo is locally available and reduce the construction cost also. So bamboo widely available in the rural and local areas. So where is the bamboo is available, there we can able to use bamboo for the construction purposes. So what is a bamboo? Is the direct connect bamboo. So various application where bamboo structure is the concrete, is a low cost housing used in the walls and beams and the slabs and affordable houses we can use for bamboo. Rural structures suitable for the school, community halls and farm buildings, small structures in the rural areas we can use as a bamboo of the bamboo members. Temporary structure, yes, now we want to do the temporary structure for the construction, other purposes, shed and shelter and other temporary buildings. Instead of that going to the steel and other materials, we can go for the bamboo as a materials. So slab and small beams, if you want to create in a floor, that okay, then where the load is taking load is very minimum load, there we can use for the bamboo as a reinforcement. Then to retain the structure, that is the retaining wall, use the small height of the retaining walls to support the soil and the canal lining. Use the lining of the small canals or irrigation canal. Then erosion control to use the slope production and the riverbank stabilization. We can use bamboo as a materials. So drainage system using a small drains and a culvert or rural area instead of the steel, we can use as a bamboo as a reinforcement to resist the structure. So what is the limitation when you're using the bamboo? It will absorb the water, so it may be a swell will happen, root or weaken the structure. A low durability without proper preservative treatment will be happen because the natural law it will be affect very easily. So poor bond with a concrete and compared with steel and reinforced. In steel, we having a thread will be there, but in case of the bamboo, it won't be happen. That's why the bond is the bond is very important for the structures. So when you are using the bamboo, what is the advantages? It be a low cost and all people can able to offer affordable, environmental friendly, and also more sustainable. It will reduce the reliance on the steel and we can able to easily handle and cut and be places. So it is suitable for low load structural application. So proper treatments is be required bamboo for the preservation. We can use the different type of the chemicals to apply the bamboos. Then we can able to improve the durability and performance of the concrete. So what we can able to understand is bamboo reinforcement concrete is economical, it's very renewable, eco-friendly, it's the alternative to the steel reinforcement concrete. It's be ideal for the exclusively for the low cost and sustainable construction in the rural area and low income area. We can go for the bamboo reinforcement concrete. So now we can going to look at for the next modern material is a foam concrete. So foam concrete is a lightweight concrete made of the mixing cement slurry with a stable form. Why we are saying the foam concrete is a lightweight concrete? The density is very less. When you're using the normal or concrete, the density will be high. But when using the foam concrete, automatically density will be reduced. Automatically self-weight as a structure also be reduced. That's why we are saying the foam concrete is a lightweight concrete. So much lighter than the traditional concrete and be reducing the dead load. It's a low thermal conductivity and helps the maintaining of the maintaining in the temperature. So it will reduce the transmission of the sound or noise from the one place to the other places. So it will be easy to place because of highly flowable and self-leveling automatically, easy to pump and placing the structure. And density is very low. And density can be controlled to suit different structural and non-structural uses. When you're looking at the foam concrete, we can make for lightweight block because this lightweight block we can use for load bearing walls and partition blocks. We don't want to go other materials. No, that we can made for partition one wall with a lightweight structure. We can go for the foam concrete. Then roof installation, so provide the heat insulation and reduce the roof of the road. We can use and voids filling voids under the slab around the pipe and wherever having a cavities is there, we can go spread into the foam concrete. This foam concrete will travel automatically because of due to the gravitational forces is going to settle and fill the all the voids fillings of partition wall for a lightweight partition wall in the building we can use for this foam concrete to provide the construction of the road embankment so soft soil to prevent the settlement those cases we can go for the foam concrete. So lightweight fill, use the lightweight fill for the floor and foundation construction to maintain the store stability and resistive pressure on the soil and bridge approaches and reduce the settlement and improve the performance and pipe bedding, providing the uniform support and reduce the risks of the pipe damages using as a lightweight backfill behind of the tunnel lining. So all these are practical application of the civil engineering we are seeing for the foam concrete structures. So what is the advantages when you're using the for foam concrete? So reduce the structural load and the foundation cost also be decreases. Improve the thermal and sound insulations, easy and quick to construct, and self-leveling, self-compacting leveling, and can be filled irregular places wherever ordinary concrete not able to do. Automatically, self it will go and spread into the structure to reduce close the voids. So fire resistant and non-compostable, economical for large volume of application, environmental friendly, and use the less cement consumption. What is the limitation of the foam concrete? It's a low comfort system when compared to the normal traditional material, normal concrete. They're not able to, suitable for load-bearing structural elements, so require careful control for a mix and foam quality also. So strength can be sensitive to water content. So may require the curing to prevent the vapor moisture losses also. So what are the components we are going to incorporate to making the foam concrete? The cement, one of the material because of we need for the binding. So for that we are going to use cement. Then to make that one, we are slurry. We are going to use a water and sand. Sand is a fine. If you want to add the sand, otherwise we don't want to use for sand. Then important one is a foam. To introduce the uniform air bubbles, we are going to introduce the foam, then foaming agent. To produce the stable form, we are going to incorporate in the foam also. So what we understand for this foam concrete is very lightweight, insulating the and easy to place material using various the construction application. So it reduces the dead load improves the insulation and other economical solution for a non-structural and backfill for application. Next, we are going to discuss about the smart materials. Now, smart materials are the advanced materials that change their properties in the response to the external stimulation, as a temperature, stress, moisture, elastic field, the light. They are used in intelligent building for automation, safety, and comfort of the energy efficiency. So we are having a different type of these smart materials will be there. SMA, safe memory alloys, and piezoelectric materials, electrochromic glasses, thermochromic materials, and photogrammic materials, phase change material, self-healing of the materials. So these are the types of the smart materials available. This material we can able to incorporate into our structure. So what are the characteristics when you're using the smart materials? Be a sensing. So detect the changes in the environmental and respond immediately for based on the sensors. So self-adjusting, so automatically adjust their properties, and the behavior also will be self-determination. So it will be adaptive. So adapt to a different condition and optimize the performance. Then energy efficient, using the energy when only when we need that time only energy will be active. Otherwise, we make it as a rest. So designed for a long life and reliable performance that is durable, it is a responsive. The product is fast and compared to the human and acute response to external stimuli. So when using the intelligent of the building, benefits of the intelligent building, so enhance the building automation, then control the system, then we can go for the smart materials to improve the safety and comfort, reduce the energy consumption, and increasing the building efficiency, extends service of the life cycle, minimize the maintenance when compared to the other materials, respond in a real time, support the sustainable construction. So these are the key benefit of the intelligent buildings. How the generally working principle of the smart materials? The first one is just sensor, because we are fixed into the incorporated into the building structure. Now, what is the first one? It will be sense. So detect the changes in the environment, and then we started to processing the data and decide the response immediately. And then the applications adjust the properties and perform and the action is immediately to provide the desired output or adaptation will be automatically respond. So within a fraction of a second, everything can able to finish it. So this is a side we see the different type of the smart materials. The first we are seeing one first one is a shape SMA, that is shape memory alloys. So material that return to the original shape after deformation when we heat it. Okay. So where we can have a deformation will be there after we heated, and the cover come to the original positions. So where we can use this type of the SMA, seismic dampers, acquittances, and small joints we can use for SMA. Then piezoelectric materials, so generating electric charge under the mechanical stresses. So where we can use this type of the materials to sensor, structural health monitoring and vibration controls we can use. Then electrochromic the glasses, glass changes the transparency with the electric current. Window energy saving figures, no voltage, and then with voltage, economic classes in smart building, you can use for this type of the materials. Thermochromic materials, okay, changing color with the temperature. We increasing the temperature, automatic color also will be changes. So temperature sensitive coating and small frequencies we can use for these materials. Photochromic materials, the changing color with a light intensity, especially for our cooling glass. When your light is very low, then the color is different. When your light is dark, then color will be different. So we can use smart glazing, automatic shading of the systems. So phase change of the material, store and release the thermal energy during the phase changes. So thermal insulation, energy efficiency walls and roofs we can use. Repair the cracks and automatically concrete crack repair for a durable structure, that is the self-healing materials. So where we can use this type of these smart materials as a smart building systems, wherever we require apartment and large buildings, storage, malls, auditorium, they can use for this type of the materials. So using the structural healthing modeling to monitor the crack and rain corrosion, we can monitor in the bridges, safety and security, energy efficiency, comfort and control, automation and control system. These are the application for the smart materials. So intelligent buildings are the buildings that are used for the smart materials, is using the sensor and the automation system for the efficient operations. What's the key features of the intelligent building? So automated lightings. So when people are started to enter the building, automatically lights started to on. The smart lighting adjusts automatically based on accuracy and natural light on the, so we save the energies. So smart HVAC system. So HVAC systems are automatically adjust temperature, humidity, and air quality, comfort, and efficiency based on the availability. So it be energy efficiency developed. So smart materials in walls, windows, or roof reduce the heat gain or loss and improve the energy efficiency. So occupancy sensing, and the people are sitting, that sensor can able to sense. Sensor detecting the occupancy and use of the patterns to optimize the energy use and the space management. Then structural health monitoring. So sensors monitor the health of the structural components in a real time for the safety and will be maintenance. So adaptive is factors. Factors are adapted to the weather condition to control the daylight and reduce the glare and improve the comfort also. Safety and security system wherever required, we can use for the intelligent building integrated system for a surveillance purposes, access the control and fire detection and emergency management. And then we can go for this one. How the intelligent building is to work? What's the principle behind this intelligent building? First, it can be sensor. After sensing, the data should be processed, then automation will be happen, then optimizations, then it will be final effective user decision. The user is a benefits only is the outcome. So it's improve the comfort for the users, reduce the costs and sustainable operation. So this is under everything will happen within fraction of the second. When if you say the example, I need to enter into the mall. Now having a door will be there. When I started to enter, the sensor what we fixed in the door auto, it will be sense. Once started to sense, then that data will be a transfer, will be automated and optimizing, and then it will door will be open. So everything it will be happen within a minute. Then it will be a continuous monitoring and focus. We need to take feedback also. We need to modify and everything. So automated time it will be save and be economics also. When you're using the intelligent building materials incorporated in the structure, what is the benefit? Reduce the energy consumption and operating costs and increasing the building efficiency and performance. Improve the occupant comfort and productivity, support the sustainability and reduce the carbon footprint. So it enhances the structural as well as the security, provides the real-time alerts and quick responses, reduce the maintenance cost and the predictive monitoring, increasing the asset value and longevity. These are the few benefits when you're using the smart materials in the intelligent buildings. So what we can understand those because of this one, intelligent building is a smart materials. It be having a sensors, it be automation systems to create the efficient and adaptive and sustainable environmental. So they enhance the comfort and safety, the productivity by reducing the cost as well as the energy uses also. So, dear learners, now you understand the module 5. Now you can able to explain the various construction materials and the uses of the modern materials. Now you can able to identify the application of the various construction materials, especially for the steel, aluminum, glass, bitumen, and geocentimetrics, where we can able to use. Now you can able to describe to all various advanced materials like GFRP, bamboo, reinforced concrete, and foam concrete. You can able to say various application where we can able to use properties, and then we can able to explain very easily. Now you can explain these smart materials or intelligent vision in modern meeting. In what form we are selecting for smart materials? What are the smart materials available? How we are going to incorporate in the smart buildings? How the key features? What is the process behind of these smart materials is happening? Everything you can able to explain very easily. Now we can able to explore the practical applications through the case studies of the modern and the smart materials what we have discussed. Everything you can able to explain very easily. So these are the module outcome of the these courses. Okay. Oh, in the same, you can use the building materials SK Google. We're having a different modern materials, steel, aluminum, glass, geosynthetic, bamboo, concrete. Everything is available in this book. Apart from smart materials, also separate chapters are incorporated into the building materials and SK Google. We can able to refer for this type of the books. Okay, so now look at into the course. In the totally we have discussed about the 5 modules of 1 to the 5 modules, a different module we have discussed. So now we need to map it properly with the PO and PSO and we have course outcomes. So what we do, we having it as per NBA guidelines, we having it 12 POs will be there from the PO1 to the PO12. From starting from the engineering knowledge, problem analysis, design and development of the solutions, conduct the investigation of the problem complexes, modern tool usages, the engineer and society, environmental and sustainability, ethics, individual and teamwork, communication, project management and finance, and lifelong learning. This is already described by the National Board of Accreditations. Apart from that, as a civil engineering, we have described the 3 PSOs, that is applying the mathematical and problem solving skills to identify and provide the solution for the solving complex civil engineering problems, and apply the structural and construction knowledge to design the safe, economical, and sustainable civil engineering solution. PSO3 enable the students to use their technical expert in the latest technology and applied their knowledge continuously civil engineering to be excellent to be provided. This is the PSOs. So these POs and the POs we are going to look at into comparing with the POs. So each and every module having different COs will be there. CO 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we are seeing the module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like each and every COs will be there. So this COs we are going to include mapping with the POs and POs. So that flow chart, the table already is given explorer. When you're mapping for COs directly for the POs and the POs is mapped means you are giving the high values, that is a 3. Then if you are having less values, we are giving for the 2. If you are having other than that, we are giving the 1. So 0 is to some of the POs and POs are not correlated. So that we are given for the 0 for the this one. So overall, we have discussed about all these all the 5 modules for the modules 1 and 2 the 5. Then POs, VO mapping also we discussing. So thank you learners for the passion attention from the module 1 to module 5. So very soon we are going to see for the different courses also. Thank you very much to all.